You're listening to Pushing Underground Radio with DJ Awesome Wells. Hello, my friends, and welcome along to Grave Encounters, my weekly Monday night show where I play you the best in murder ballads, horror, and music with dark themes. I've got a cracking show coming up for you today. Let's get things started off with some music from I, Monster. This is a track entitled The Blue Wrath. Fun. That was I, Monster, with a track entitled The Blue Wrath. Now, they're a British group, I, Monster, and you may recognise that song because it was used in the British horror film Shaun of the Dead, which is still, for my money, one of the funniest zombie comedy films, and definitely set a template for the films that came after that. So I've got a great show coming up for you today, including some music from Tori Amos, as well as some Nox Arcana, and also I'll be featuring some Buffo's Wake later on as well. I'll also be reading you a short story entitled The Park. I'm going to read that in two parts on today's episode, and I'm going to space them out with music in between. So I'm going to play you some music that was composed for the video game Alice Madness Returns. This piece of music was composed by a guy called Jason Tai, and this is the main theme for the game. Check it out. piece of music composed by Jason Tai for the video game Alice-Madness Returns. So that game was made by American McGee, who is a famed game maker, and Madness Returns was a sequel to his original Alice game, which was also very creepy. If you've not had a chance to play Alice Madness Returns yet, it's a solid little platformer, and if you're a fan of Lewis Carroll, then I'm sure you will enjoy playing through it, because it's kind of a dark and twisted version of Alice in Wonderland. I know there have been lots of different interpretations of Alice in Wonderland, and they're quite often, dark versions. But still, later on in the show, I will be playing a recording of the Jabberwocky, which is a Lewis Carroll poem, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with, which features, of course, in Alice in Wonderland. Now, of course, Tim Burton did a version of Alice in Wonderland not that long ago. That didn't receive great reviews, but personally, I thought it was pretty good. One of my friends was even an extra in it as well, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to play you some music from the Tim Burton film Sweeney Todd now. This is one of the first pieces of music that you hear in the musical, and it's called No Place Like London, and obviously it features Johnny Depp.
I have sailed the world, beheld its wonders, from the Dardanelles to the mountains of Peru, but there's no place like London.
No, there's no place like London.
Mr. Todd?
You are young, life has been kind to you. You will learn. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it, and its morals aren't worth what a pig could spit, and it goes by the name of London. At the top of the hole sit a privileged few, making mock of the vermin in the lower zoo, turning beauty into filth and greed. I too have sailed the world and seen its wonders, for the cruelty of men is as wondrous as Peru. But there's no place like London.
Is everything all right, Mr. Todd?
I beg your indulgence, Anthony. My mind is far from easy. In these once familiar streets, I feel shadows everywhere. There was a barber and his wife, and she was beautiful. A foolish barber and his wife, she was his reason and his life, and she was beautiful, and she was virtuous, and he was naive. There was another man who saw that she was beautiful, a pious vulture of the law, who with a gesture of his claw removed the barber from his plate. Then there was nothing but to wait, and she would fall, so soft, so young, so lost, and oh, so beautiful.
And the lady, sir, did she succumb?
A though that was many years ago. I doubt if anyone would know.
I'd like to thank you, Anthony. If you hadn't spotted me, I'd be lost on the ocean still.
Will I see you again?
You might find me if you like. Around Fleet Street, I wouldn't wonder.
Until then, my friend.
There's a hole in the world like a great black pit. It's filled with people who are filled with shit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it.
So that was No Place Like London from the Sweeney Todd film, Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street, starring, of course, Mr. Johnny Depp, who is an occasional Bath resident. Obviously, this show comes out from Bath. I have seen Johnny Depp in Bath on 2 separate occasions, but both times I was in the middle of doing other stuff, so I couldn't run over and gush at him in a general way. But I'm a big fan of his work. I pretty much like every film that he's been in, I think. I mean, that film had a stellar cast. Jamie Campbell-Bower, who voices Anthony in that song, was pretty much the only character in that film that I found irritating. But obviously, the rest of the cast, fantastic. Alan Rickman, Timothy Spall, Helena Bonham Carter, Sacha Baron Cohen. Absolutely fantastic. I was talking to my friends about this recently because we caught a bit of it on telly, and they were saying that quite a few people walked out when it was first shown in the cinema because they didn't realise it was a musical, which just shows how terribly uneducated some people can be, I guess. But I mean, I'm not really the biggest musical fan, to be honest. But I just think that particular musical is really entertaining and definitely worth. If you've not, I have to say, if you've not seen Sweeney Todd for some reason, then do go out and watch it because it is really entertaining. Right, I'm going to play you some more video game music now with a dark edge. This is a piece of music composed by a guy called Kartsy Hatakka. I hope I'm saying that right. This was for the video game Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne, and it is simply entitled The Fall of Max Payne Theme.